Got ya. You have to get them when they're little. They don't stay that way for long. Up. Don't you be asking them for help. Don't listen to it. This one is corrupted. Look at that. Ugh. Severe case of Carnifexitis. Enough. Off with the legs. Holy. Amputation success. Now smooth it down. We don't need those little stumps. The hell was that? Can Tyranids consent to having drainage holes plugged up? Step 1 in Carnifexing this Kabuto. Legs. Now we have to decide what position we want the torso to be in. Do we want the meerkat stance or the turtle stance? Maybe somewhere in between. Either way, we need to make sure we cut the legs correctly. Nailed that one. The second. Luckily, I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, looks like it. Right there. Is that right? Hey, I don't want to hear it. No, it's definitely right. Oh God, it's wrong. Little stumpy leg. Never mind that, we'll commit to it anyway. Future me can solve that problem. Now then, so I know where to drill the hole for the other end of the pin, I'll mark it with paint. Beautiful. In we go. Pin one end, then the other, and the other leg. Perfect. You alright? Next up, the claws. It's not a proper Carnifex without claws. This time we'll mark the line with a pencil. This saw is absolutely diabolical. Please! Claw 1. Claw 2. Little cutie really, aren't you? Next up, talons. Have to be very careful here. I don't want to break anything. Next up, the tail. Wait, what's that? Is that a new desk? Now that you mention it. This video is sponsored, yes, it actually is this time, sponsored by Flexispot. They'd clearly had enough of seeing me suffer through using the corner of my standard stationary desk, because they got in touch and sent me the E7 Pro height adjustable desk. All we have to do now is build it. It's not difficult though, with clear instructions, pre-drilled holes, and good tools included. Even this guy can manage it, and that's saying a lot. Get the exceptionally sturdy legs in place, and the control pad, which even includes a USB charging port. I'm glad he knows what he's doing. Inspecting my cable management, are we? Exactly. Obviously, we are Warhammering today, but the applications for this desk reach far beyond that. Whatever your hobby, if it involves hunching over a desk like a goblin for a long time, and you can't lie, I've seen you, it's going to do terrible things to your neck, back, and overall health. Basically, you want to avoid being this guy and aspire to be this guy. And with Flexispot's E7 Pro desk, we can do just that. With precise height controls and 4 preset custom positions, you can set this desk anywhere between 635 and 1285 millimeters, low and high for the Americans. The 3-stage dual motor legs are capable of holding 160 kilograms or 1667 quail. And with that level of engineering comes stability. Brace yourself. Smooth. Check out the Flexispot website using the link in the description and build your new desk however you like. Select the frame and desktop colour, the size, shape, and any accessories you'd like. I wouldn't just listen to me though, I might be lying. You know what adverts are like, so check out the reviews before you get your own Flexispot E7 Pro desk. US customers can use this promo code to save an extra $50. And a thank you to Flexispot, you've contributed more than you know, and this desk is legendary. Sorry, I blacked out for a minute there, where were we? Chopping the tail. I say chopping, but I might as well be using a piece of bread to cut this. User error. This will just be like a visit to the vet, a thermometer up the bottom. With all the limbs attached, we need some milliput to fill the gaps. He's having a good time, really. Next up, the base. Obviously, the first step for this is sorting that special leg, which was entirely intentional. I'm sure it was, just like your birth. We're going to build a platform. What? We're going to build a platform out of these bits of dragon stone. As long as we get the foot to sit flat, we're good to go. Hot glue those in place so we can make sure they don't go anywhere. Just check they're still right. That'll do. Now, to cement them together and to seal up the back, creating a cave, we'll use muddy ground. This stuff is brilliant. If it was edible, I'd eat it every day. Is it edible? This base is missing a key ingredient. There's usually one or two knocking around. Ah, perfect. Come here, you little... And another. At this time of year, they like to sleep inside crab apples, so maybe if we're lucky... He's lost the plot. Oh, dropped it. Just a couple more. Nice. There's some droppings. He must be nearby. Got him. Yeah, no. You can stay in there, buddy. Are you not a bit cold? There must be another one around here. Ah. You can't hide from me, sunshine. Got ya. Come on, boys, out the road. The next ingredient, a quail egg. It's the wrong time of year for quail eggs, so it's a miracle that we found one. Although it doesn't look promising. If this explodes and poisonous rotting egg goes everywhere and I end up blind, I'll still make videos, they'll just be even worse than they are now. Carefully does it. It's basically an incendiary device at this point. We need the appropriate tools to perform the dissection. Hold her steady. We're in and it's not exploded. That's a good sign. We need to weaken the center and split her open. We're good. It's still yellow. It's a bit murky, which isn't good. Slightly unpleasant smell coming off it. Ooh, get rid of all that. Empty it out. What is that? Oh, it's just shell. Calm down. Ah. Oh, that smells foul. Oh. Emergency cleaning protocols. Now, after a wash, we carefully refine the shape. We don't need too much. Glue it in place alongside some more stray pieces. Keep an eye on that egg. He accidentally crushed it so many times. Now for the babies. When are we getting baby Kabuto? You could call it Kaboo-boo. Kabooby? Probably not. Whip out the bug spray. The usual black, grey, then white. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, brilliant. My new saw arrived just in time. Now we've got to paint this creature and do our best not to make it look terrible. We'll start with the shell, I think. Gather the browns and a skin tone to lighten them. Ah, there's always one. Yoink, got him. That wasn't consensual. Paint, wet palette, Citadel water cup. We're good. We're aiming for that trademark Kabuto brown. That should do it. It's only the base coat, so we'll highlight and shade it afterwards. Now for that deep, dark, apocalyptic underside. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to end up, but for now we'll also paint the limbs black and the tail. The chitin will be yellow. We have to match Kabuto's colour scheme. But which yellow? After extremely thorough experimentation, we're going with Ancient Honey. We'll get this painted over the bone colour and talons crossed. Once it dries, it'll look almost acceptable. Very impressed with this speed paint, by the way. We need those big red soul-sucking eyeballs. How are we doing? It's recognisable as Kabuto, but I don't know if we're heading in the right direction. It was at this moment I had a small mental breakdown and stopped and stared at the model for 17 hours. I wasn't sure what to do with the limbs, or the yellow, or the shell, and all I could see were these disappointed eyes. Get in, loser, we're saving this model. If it doesn't work, we can always blow it up. We'll start by shading this yellow all the way down to dark brown, using thinned down speed paints to get a low opacity that we can build up as we get to the recesses. As long as we maintain that bright yellow edge, we'll be doing alright. If I was blind, this would look quite good. Next, let's grab the Dark Lord dry palette, see that build on Patreon, and fix the shell. Using a mix of darker and lighter browns. Oh, hold on, better cover that imperfection up. Using a mix of darker and lighter browns, we'll build up depth and contrast on the shell and get more of an organic look. UV leads the bugs. We'll darken the recesses and the bits that are more aged and weathered. We can see the difference with this big back dimple. I'm sure we've already painted eyes, but again, we'll paint the eyes. Grey dry brushes all around for the limbs, the talon blades and the claw. We'll do a lighter grey dry brush here and then redden it. We'll start with a thinned down speed paint, then a wet brush to smush it about, then a clean moist brush to wick away the edges. Then to emphasise the reddening, we'll dry brush over the top. Capture these exposed muscles while we're here. Finishing with the base, it'll be the standard make a mess until it looks vaguely alien-y. That usually involves purples, browns and greens. Dry brush the cave, pick out those veiny tentacles, guarantee they come from a mushroom. And what's your opinion on mushrooms, young man? What a surprise. On to the egg. First, obviously it needs to be egg coloured. But it's a very specific egg. I want you to know that I absolve myself of all responsibility for the brutalism taking place on this base. There's only one group of people you can blame for this scene of outright murderism: the Patreon members. They voted for it. We started out on one side with the Team Rocket Marines, and the Patreon members were given the chance to vote for their opponent, with the hope that they would vote correctly and pick orcs. But, naturally, they made a terrible mistake and selected Tyranids. So, here we are. We have 1500 points per army, and if you'd like to help decide what those armies consist of, join the Patreon and get to voting. Link in the description. But for now, let's crack on with this egg. You should be arrested for that. We'll need some UV resin for this step, a little blob, followed by a smaller drop of ancient honey. Then we enter the warp, wielding our UV torch to set the resin. Hello? Add some more, there's plenty to go around. It would have made a healthy little Togepi, given the chance. Now the final step, we need an old paintbrush. Are you done? Snip some old bristles off. Add some super glue. And then plant them on the base. Then we take some more muddy ground and cover up the base of the bristles. Looks like the first Pokénid is done.
Feel the ground begin to shake. Shadows crawl, no light escapes. Fangs and claws, the hunger waits. Nowhere to run. It's far too late. One mind, one will, one cause, one kill. No gods, no kings. Just one breaks all things. Bow to the hive, fall to
Let me know what you think. There's more to come, so subscribe, leave a like, join the Discord, check out the Patreon. Love you. Bye. Toodles.